Oh joy, we're back in Finland and it is cold, like actually fucking cold. Good lord. You know, I know a lot of people who absolutely love this weather. All due respect, I don't get it. I don't get it. These are truly the times of the year which I wonder why the fuck do I even live in this country. This sucks. Anyway, so today, as you can tell, we are back in this snowy hellhole of Finland, and today we're going to continue on with our table build. So we still have a little bit more to do to it. We still need to make the shelf to it. We still need to oil it. And yeah, I kind of want to support it a bit more because I was trying it out earlier today, and it's kind of jittery. It's not perfect. It kind of jiggles. So I still want to put a little bit more support on the table just so it holds up a little bit better and stuff like that. So but the biggest thing is to build a drawer. So that's what we're going to do today. Today we're going to build a drawer so we can actually get like the main portion of the table done. And then the rest of the oiling and stuff like that I might do off camera. But let's do the most interesting part, which is the actual shelf or the drawer. And now you might be wondering, Rasmus, if you hate the cold so much, why did you start the video outside? Well, obviously, I don't hate the cold that much. That was just to make killer clickbaity. Oh joy, lights work. That was just to make a killer clickbaity thumbnail and title to this video that I can name it something like I'm quitting ranching or some stupid things like that. Flexing on your Camaro next to me, right? So here's the Jesus, that sun is really like, you know, these lights aren't helping that much, honestly. I'm just now realizing it's almost like it's dark in here. So here's the table. This is where we left off last time. So we got the main portion of the table done. We got the drawer, like the actual like things that come out on the drawers. We got those built last time. And now it is to set up the actual drawer. So the drawer is not going to be huge. I think it's just going to be about the size, or about the size of how much this comes out. So about that long and about, well, as wide as the table or as wide as these two sides are, and then as long as this comes out. Let's get some 1x2s or 1x4s cut and get to work, shall we? Now I could use some of these 1x2s right here, but these are really long and unwieldy, and if I wanted to use these I would almost have to cut them here to length. But I do have some shorter ones in there, so let's go get those instead. Here we have our storage area where we store all of our garbage. Also, if you've been wondering where the tractor has been the whole winter, it's been in here. This Case International, I assume this is American made, at least that's as far as I remember. It's not great at starting during the winter, so we basically given up on the idea of starting it during the winter. So we do all of our tractor stuff that we have to do during the summertime, and we just let it sit for winter unless we really need it. So here we go. Here we have some shorter 1x4s, which are much easier to handle. And I don't think we'll need much more than one of these to make a drawer, if I'm honest. I hope I can attach it. Yes, obviously I can. I've done it before. That one should do, right? Yeah, that one's good. Alright, so 25, that would be right there. And then we need another 25, which would be right there. All right, everybody, engage your emergency squids, like always. And now let's hope the electricity doesn't explode again in here when I turn this on, because it's so cold that that could very much well happen. So let's see. get you guys off Dexter and put you onto the fucking peg. Yeah, peg. I'm gonna call this thing peg. This is my tripod that I was talking about in the previous wrench video that I'm not 100% sure how well this is gonna hold up, because that's the stand, and then we got this long fucking, I'm not gonna say what's on my mind, but yeah, not the greatest thing in the world, but it should be okay. Great. All right. So these are gonna be attached like this, right? And I want them, yeah, right around there, I would say. Now, the question is the drill gods gonna be on our side that this is perfect for this? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. Oh, hold on. Wait. No, the drill gods were not on our side today. If I do remember correctly, I should have some stuff in here, right? No, but I got different screws in here which I might be able to use, so I'm gonna put those to the side. But apart from that, absolutely fuck all which I can use. You know, after all that searching, I still am ending up using these, because I just realized how small those are and how heavy this drawer is gonna be once I attach the floor to it. That those small little screws are not gonna be enough to hold it up for an extended period of time. It's gonna break before, well, I don't know what, but it's not gonna be great. Other than that, that thing goes in properly. Just to kind of give you an overview, so not the prettiest thing in the world and not the biggest thing in the world, but you can fit like a knife in there, gloves, you know, the basic deal. And I mean, you have room in here, right? Like I said, not the prettiest thing in the world, very rough around the edges, but this is for the campsite, so I don't really care. It's good enough for me, I guess. And yeah, then it closes. Okay, kind of gotta give it a bit of force because it's a bit tight around the edges, but that's gonna soften up over time, probably. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. As you can probably tell, my mouth is starting to freeze up here. It's getting pretty cold right now. I think it was 17 degrees earlier today, I'm definitely starting to feel that a bit more. It's definitely more or less 20 right now. So yeah, we got the main table part done. The main table itself is done now. All that has to be done still is I'm gonna go through this with the angle grinder and just make this all smooth, because all this stuff is really rough and stuff like that. I'm gonna add a handle probably onto this, just because it's a bit difficult, especially with that tightness, to open and close this thing. I mean, you can get it done. You definitely have to give it a bit of force there at the end. It's not that tight from the ends, but it's tight up here. So maybe something needs to get loosened up in there or something like that. But it is definitely in desperate need of a handle, because yeah, this is really tight getting it open like this. Yeah, it's really tight. I mean, you can get it done, but it's really tight. Yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.